Welcome to the Wisdom Path. In today's episode, we dive into something simple but powerful. Why do some people succeed even when they don't seem smarter or luckier than others? The answer might surprise you. It begins with the story you tell yourself. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe. This channel is where you'll find weekly wisdom that speaks to your heart and your potential. Part 1. Rewriting the story. You tell yourself. Step 1. Your identity is your compass. Let's start with a story. There was a young man named Leo. He wasn't born rich. In fact, he grew up thinking he wasn't very smart. His teachers never praised him. His parents worked hard, but never had time to build his confidence. So Leo told himself, I'm just average. And guess what? His life matched that story. Average job, average relationships, average results. But one day, Leo heard a speaker say, your identity shapes your destiny. Something clicked. He realized he had been living not by truth, but by a lie he kept repeating. What about you? What story have you been telling yourself? I'm not good with money. I always quit things halfway. I'm too shy to speak up. These aren't facts. They're just old stories. And like any story, they can be rewritten. Take a moment and think. What if you started telling yourself a different story? I am learning how to manage money. I follow through more and more. I'm finding my voice. Identity isn't fixed. It's flexible. You are not a tree. You can move, grow, and reshape. Step 2. Start with your why. Now imagine a rocket. What powers it to break through gravity? Fuel, and lots of it. Your dreams are the rocket. Your why is the fuel. But here's the catch. If your why is weak, your motivation will fade fast. Let me give you an example. A woman named Sarah wanted to start her own bakery. But every time she faced a challenge, money, time, fear, she backed off. Then one day, her son came home crying. He was bullied at school. She looked at him and decided, I want to show him the dreams are worth fighting for. That was her new why. It wasn't about bread or cakes anymore. It was about legacy. Dean Graziosi teaches this. Start with a clear why, because reasons come before results. So what's your reason? It has to be strong, emotional, personal. A why that makes you cry is a why that will keep you going. Write it down, speak it out. Remind yourself every morning. Step 3. Progress beats perfection. One of the biggest traps we fall into is waiting. Waiting until we feel ready. Until we have the perfect plan. Until we feel confident. But perfection is a myth. Progress is real. Tony Robbins once said, most people overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in 10. Success isn't built in a day. It's built daily. You don't need to write a book today. Just one page. You don't need to run a marathon. Just take a walk. You don't need to have the full business plan. Just take one small action. Let me give you a metaphor. Success is like planting a tree. You water it, feed it, and give it sunlight. You don't scream at it to grow faster. But if you care for it daily, one day you'll sit in its shade. So let go of the need to be perfect. Focus on consistent, messy, beautiful progress. Let's recap. Change your story. Don't live in a past that no longer fits your future. Find your why. Make it strong. Make it emotional. Take imperfect action. Progress is your best friend. And here's your action step today. Write down the old story you want to change. Replace it with a new, powerful one. Write your why and put it somewhere you'll see it daily. Take one small action today, not tomorrow. Today. Remember, millionaire success habits don't start with money. They start with mindset. If this message spoke to you, please hit the like button, Leave a comment with your new story and subscribe to The Wisdom Path. In the next part, we'll explore how your morning habits can unlock your full potential. Your future is not written yet. You're holding the pen. Part 2. Morning Power and Removing Hidden Obstacles. Step 4. Morning Routines. Create momentum. Imagine waking up in a fog. You grab your phone, scroll through messages, watch a few videos, rush through breakfast, race to work already behind. Now imagine another version. You wake up, you take a breath, you stretch, you say 3 things you're grateful for. You visualize the kind of day you want. You move your body. You drink water. You set your top goals. Who do you think has a better chance of staying focused, energized, and confident? Dean Graziosi is very clear. Success starts with what you do before 8 a.m. You don't need to follow a strict 2-hour routine. You just need to be intentional. Here's a simple formula for a powerful morning. Gratitude, 2 minutes. Say or write down 3 things you're thankful for. This shifts your mind from lack to abundance. Movement, 5 minutes. Do jumping jack, stretch, walk, anything to wake your body. Vision, 2 minutes. Close your eyes and imagine completing your main goal today. One goal, 1 minute. Write down one important thing to finish today. This is just 10 minutes. You can do more, but this is a good start. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about direction. Your morning routine is like setting the GPS for your brain. If you start scattered, you stay scattered. If you start strong, you carry that strength with you. Step 5. Eliminate success taxes. Let's talk about a concept you may not have heard before. Success taxes. These aren't real taxes. They're the silent costs you pay every day that slow your progress. Let me explain. Imagine someone trying to run a race while carrying a heavy backpack full of bricks. They might have strong legs. They might have good shoes. But they'll never reach their full speed unless they drop the weight. We all carry invisible bricks. Here are a few common ones. Procrastination. Putting things off drains energy. Negative self-talk. That voice saying you can't steals your power. Toxic relationships. Being around people who drain you or doubt you weakens your focus. Clutter, mental and physical. A messy space creates a messy mind. Distractions. Constant phone use. Social media scrolling or news overload can scatter your brain. Dean calls these success taxes. They take from you, and often you don't even realize it. Let me share a story. There was a man named Thomas who worked hard but always felt stuck. He had big dreams, starting his own business, getting healthier. But every evening, he found himself lost in TV and junk food. Every time he made a little progress, he'd fall back. Then he made one change. He started turning off his phone at 8 p.m. He replaced TV with reading one page of a book. And he wrote down one thing that distracted him each day. In 1 month, his energy doubled. In 6 months, his business idea was real. He didn't become superhuman. He just stopped paying the success tax. Step 6. Control your environment. Environment is everything. Think of this. You can plant a seed in the desert and it may never grow. But that same seed in rich soil, with sunlight, water, and care, can become a tree. You are that seed. Your environment is the soil. Who do you spend time with? What do you read, watch, and listen to? What kind of space do you live or work in? These things either lift you up or pull you down. Dean says, who you surround yourself with influences your habits, goals, and future more than you realize. If your friends are always negative, always stuck, always complaining, you'll probably mirror that. But if they are hopeful, growing, challenging themselves, you will too. You don't need to cut people off completely. Just spend more time around growth-minded people. Here's a tip. Join an online group or community focused on personal development. Listen to a podcast that inspires you on your commute. Read 5 pages a day of a book that teaches you something new. Even small shifts in your environment can create massive changes over time. Let's take a breath and review today's lessons. Morning routines set your mental and emotional tone. Start with intention. Success taxes steal your energy. Identify them. Reduce or remove them. Your environment shapes your future. Make sure it supports your growth. Here's your challenge today. Create a 10-minute morning routine. Set an alarm and protect that time. List 3 success taxes you might be paying. Be honest. Find one way to upgrade your environment today. You don't have to change everything at once. You just need to change something and stick with it. Remember, success isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most, consistently. Thanks for watching this episode of The Wisdom Path. If this helped you, leave a comment with 1 success tax you're ready to drop. And subscribe so you don't miss the final part, where we explore how to build unstoppable habits and long-term confidence. Part 3. Building unstoppable habits and confidence for life. Step 7. Stack habits, don't force them. We've all tried to start a new habit and failed. Why? Because we often make the mistake of trying to completely change our lives overnight. We say, I'll start waking up at 5 a.m. I'll meditate 30 minutes every morning. I'll work out every day. No excuses. But after 3 days, life happens. We're tired. We get busy. And the habit disappears. Dean Graziosi offers a better method. It's called habit stacking. Instead of forcing a new behavior out of nowhere, attach it to something you already do. Let me give you an example. While brushing your teeth, say one positive affirmation out loud. After making your morning coffee, write down one goal for the day. When you sit down at your desk, take 60 seconds to close your eyes and breathe deeply. These are small steps, but they stick. Why? Because you're not asking your brain to build a whole new road. You're just adding a lane to a road that already exists. Here's your quick guide to habit stacking. Pick a habit you already do daily, e.g., showering, driving, eating lunch. Choose a simple new action you want to add. Stack them. Make them one. Example: after I pour my coffee, I write down one thing I'm grateful for. Consistency beats intensity. Start small. Build momentum. Step 8. Confidence is grown, not granted. Most people think confidence comes from experience, but that's only partly true. In reality, confidence comes from action, especially action taken when you feel afraid. Let me tell you about Nina. Nina wanted to start a YouTube channel. She had the knowledge. She had the passion. But she kept saying, I'll start when I feel more confident. Months passed. Nothing changed. Until one night she watched a video that said, courage comes before confidence, not the other way around. She hit record. Her voice was shaky. Her lighting was bad. But she did it. She posted it. And guess what? The world didn't end. She even got a few kind comments. So she posted again and again. 6 months later, her confidence didn't just grow. It became her brand. Dean writes, start before you're ready. Confidence is built through motion, not waiting. Think of confidence like a muscle. The more you stretch it, the stronger it gets. And it grows fastest when you act despite fear. So what's something you've been waiting to do? Speak up in a meeting? Launch a side project? Ask someone for help? Share your art, your voice, your dream. You don't need to wait until you feel ready. You'll become ready by doing. Step 9. Contribution over comparison. In the digital world, it's easy to get stuck comparing yourself to others. You see someone with more followers, more money, better results, and you start to feel small. But Dean teaches us something powerful. Don't lead with, what can I get? Lead with, how can I serve? Success becomes sustainable when it's built on contribution. Ask yourself, who can I help today? What value can I offer? How can I make someone's day better? Let me tell you a story. A man named Jorge wanted to sell an online course, but instead of launching with ads and funnels, he started by helping people in free forums. He answered questions, gave away tips, offered real value. After a while, people started asking him for more. That's when he offered the course, and it sold out. Why? Because he built trust through contribution. In business and in life, serve first, sell second. Give first, ask later. You'll be amazed how much people return the value. Step 10. Small habits, big life. Let's close with a metaphor. Imagine a tiny snowball at the top of a hill. You give it a small push, it rolls, then it grows, faster, bigger, stronger, until it becomes a force that cannot be stopped. That's how success works. It doesn't start with huge moves. It starts with small shifts, repeated daily. A better morning, a stronger mindset, a new habit, one brave action, one kind word. These little steps build a life that feels full, meaningful, and free. Dean's message in Millionaire Success Habits isn't about fast wealth or quick hacks. It's about becoming the kind of person who attracts success because of who they are, not just what they do. Let's bring it all together. Part 1. Change your inner story. Find your emotional why. Take imperfect, consistent action. Part 2. Create a purposeful morning routine. Remove your success taxes. Surround yourself with growth. Part 3. Checkmark stack habits into your existing routines. Checkmark. Act before you feel ready. Checkmark. Focus on contribution over comparison. Your challenge today. Pick one habit to stack. Start tomorrow. Take one bold action you've been avoiding. Help one person without expecting anything in return. And above all, believe that small steps done daily create massive change. Because they do. If this 3-part series inspired you, please subscribe to The Wisdom Path, hit the like button, and share this video with someone who needs a gentle push toward their greatness. Your future isn't written in stone. It's built, habit by habit, thought by thought, choice by choice. And you're already on the path. See you in the next episode.